Thanks everyone for coming. Okay, today's going to be fun, and I need everybody to really get into it. I told Courtney we needed to wear tennis shoes, but I let that slide. She goes, heck no. Okay, so today's Pinnacle talk is going to be about body language. So before I begin, I'm going to play this video. Keep an open mind when you watch this. First time I watched it, I was like, what the heck is going on? So let's watch it, let's digest it, and then we'll kind of go through and have some fun, okay? Okay, so what the heck was that? Does anyone know what that is?
It's a traditional warrior dance.
Right.
In
What's it called?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
And it's called the haka.
It's called the haka. Why do they do it?
To promote, I think it was like to promote energy and love into your warriors before they go to battle.
Through what? Through what? Your body. You know, the first time I watched this, I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know what I was watching. I mean, fuck if I know what they're saying. But it brings you into some type of feeling, passionate. And it's all the way we present ourselves through our body, okay? A lot of times I feel like people are so concerned about words that are coming out of their mouth, the way they look, what they're wearing, how they're dressed, and we're not focused on how we're promoting ourselves as our body, our whole. You know what I mean? Body language is so cool because it doesn't matter if you're 0, 100, what race, what religion. If you speak the same language, we can communicate with each other through our bodies. So that's why I wanted to do my talk in the body language. I know we're really big into the mind, the spirit, the soul, and all that kind of thing. Well, it's all connected. So if we can form this huge circle, we can, be one with ourselves. So hopefully today I can go over some tips. It's going to be fun. We're all going to get up. We're all going to be involved. It's going to be cool, but I kind of wanted to share the story of how I got into body language. So most of you guys know I don't watch TV. I haven't in probably the last 3 years, and I read a lot. So one day, I was going to Barnes & Noble. I had no idea what book I wanted to read. I just wanted to go in there. Here comes Baker in her shoes and her big-ass purse. I'm going in, and I'm like, okay. So I walk over to the self-help section, because Lord help Baker, so I'm going up there. And I remember just staring at this wall of books and thinking, okay, you know what I'll do is I'll just find a pretty book. So I'm like going like this, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a red book. So as I go to reach it, my big-ass purse knocks a book and it falls on the floor. Okay, so I'm like, oh. So I pick up the book and I'm about to put it back on the shelf, and something stops me. And I look at the book and it says, you say more than you think. And it was a 7-day plan to change the way you interact with others through your body. So I was like, what the heck? And I took that book and I committed to 7 days to doing this plan. And it totally changed my world. And the way I connect, and the way I interact with people, and the way I present myself. Okay? So today, I want to teach you some things from the book, some of my favorite things that I've learned, and so I hope we have some fun. So I'll need some people to come up. Don't be scared. If I call you out, you gotta come up, okay? So the first thing that we are going to talk about is the power of the palm, right here. So everyone grab a partner. You together, you together, you together, you together, you together, Pete, you're alone. Actually, Billy, you can be alone. You can be alone. Okay, grab a partner.
All right.
Okay. So everyone grab your partner. You can stand or sit, whatever. Put your hand out. Okay? Shake their hand.
Yeah, do the cameras. I'll be with Chris.
Okay, wait, never mind.
Cameras.
Okay. Put your hand out and pump. Just keep going. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Stop. Freeze. Whose hand's on top? You guys come up. Is anyone's hands on top?
We sure we're even.
You're straight.
Holy cow, this is why we're all pinnacles.
3, 4, 5, clear the thumb.
I'm very impressed.
Is that good?
Are you like
That's
that?
great. Okay, so what I'm going to
Oh,
do,
it's like this.
yeah,
That's
you
right.
guys,
Courtney's is
I am
supposed-
literally so impressed with all of you guys. Okay, so this is the first thing, the most important thing
I know, like,
when we meet anybody is the handshake. Okay,
You wanted that.
it's the first thing we do when we meet anybody.
yes.
Handshake. And a lot of people do it wrong, okay? Power of the palm. Did you know that your palm and your brain are more connected to each other than any other body part?
No.
Palm, right here. The palm, the touch. What we do with our hands. And we think about it every day. How we talk like this. We shake hands. We dance. We say no. It's our palms, okay? So it's really important. So I want to teach you guys, where did the handshake come from? So can I have a volunteer? Mosey, get up.
Thank you, Mosey.
Get up, Mosey.
Thank you for volunteering.
All right, thanks for. Okay,
Mosey!
so this is where the handshake came to originate. So back in the Roman era, 2 warrior leaders would come up and they would do this. Okay, they would meet like this in the middle. The stronger guy's hand would go on top. Hence the hence the upper hand. He has the upper hand. Whoever had the upper hand, their tribes had first dibs on food, wine, and the women. Okay, the upper hand. That was in the Roman era. Yeah, so it's real important. It's real important. All right, it's real important to show that dominance. Okay. Now today we take it, and now it's at the gut level. It's a handshake. Okay, so it's very important. So a lot of people don't shake hands correctly. So I'm going to teach you how to. And then I'm also going to teach you what it means when someone's shaking your hand in a dominant form or submissive form. What does that mean? How do you interact with them? So a perfect handshake. Here, Mosey. Right there. Okay.
I
so
know, but there's
you guys sit.
my brother too.
Well,
my brother.
Shh. I know.
But,
like,
there-
stop it.
But there's not.
Okay, so
Exactly
the
what we
perfect
thought.
handshake, you should come straight in, and I'm very proud of all of you guys. You guys did a really great handshake.
Because they're great
handshake.
people.
I know, it really is. Come straight in, and you match the same firmness as the other person across from you. Men, note that you are 2 times more strong than a woman's handshake. So if you're going in to shake a woman's hand, you don't want to be going in like hard. You're 2 times as strong. Women likewise. You know you're going to go into a guy's, you're probably going to have a little bit stronger of a handshake. So we're gonna go in a little firmer, okay? Have you ever shook someone's hand and they come in and they're like, nice to meet you. And you just get this gut, remember, because it's at the gut, this gut feeling. You're like, I don't like this motherfucker. You just don't like him. The other day, I went out to lunch with this financial advisor, and we're sitting there, and he saw someone, this employee, and he called him over, and apparently he was some big wig at the company. And the guy comes over. It was with Derek Stevens. Derek's like, I want you to meet Amanda. And this guy comes in like this, and he's strong, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. He's giving me the upper hand. So I was mosey, so do it to me. Do it to me. Come in real strong. Give me the upper hand. I'm like, you motherfucker. I did one of these. Nice to meet you. What did I do there?
You got the upper hand.
Take it back.
Nice to meet you. I got the upper hand. I instantly took control back. Motherfucker.
Pussy.
Pussy. So I had to take that control back. I didn't know who he was. Now, if you're in a situation where you're meeting someone that you want to do business with, and they come in real strong like that, maybe you let them have it.
Yeah.
But now you know how to negotiate with them. Now you know who they think they are about themselves. Okay? And you can kind of react differently to that. Or you get the sausage fingers.
Yes.
It's like, oh.
I love that one actually.
We all do it.
I'm intrigued.
You know
by
why?
that.
It's
I'm
like they
intrigued
come
by that.
in and they're like, nice to meet you. It's like,
I love that. I just think
and
that's
your
cool.
gut's going, what? It's at a gut level. Okay, so that's really important. So be aware when you now go and shake people's hands.
What's that mean? What's that mean?
That means that they're probably a little bit more submissive. They're not as boisterous. They're not exerting confidence over you or dominance
Well, if
over
I don't
you.
want to shake their hand, I'm going to do that. 'Cause I'm like,
Well,
"Give
guess
me
what?
my-"
Guess what? That person that you're shaking your hand, and maybe you want to be that way. Maybe you don't want to shake this person's hand, so you're just going to give them one of these little.
Yes.
Now you know what you're
They're more in
doing.
touch with themselves.
Now you know how you're making that other person feel. Again, it's all at the gut level. The handshake has a gut level. So you instantly will get something about someone, this feeling. We've all done it. Like, oh, something about that guy, or I didn't like that handshake. Well, that's why. Rosie? Great.
So good.
So we kind of talked a little bit about, how do you combat that? Now when you shake people's hands, please pay attention to that because it's going to change the way you interact with them. And if you're shaking someone's hand and they're a little bit more submissive and you come in really dominant, you're probably not going to have a good connection with them. Okay? So be aware of that. And also make sure when you go in, you keep it steady. We all did it. And that says a lot about Pinnacles. We're not putting ourselves in front of anyone else. We don't think we're better than anyone here. We're all the same. We're equals. You guys just showed me that. That's phenomenal. I think that's great. Because every time someone does it, there's always that person that's on top and you guys didn't do it. So it's awesome. Okay.
Eye contact.
Oh, great. Okay, so that's a good point. So be,
Well,
okay.
real quick with the hand, are we trying to match what they're doing?
Yeah, you want to match exactly what they're doing.
And that like gains friendship.
Yeah, it gains at the gut
Respect.
level respect. They will feel it. It's innate. I'm telling you this now, but people on the street don't know this. They're just gonna feel it. It's our body, okay? Good point about eye contact. A good rule of thumb when you go to meet someone, and this is really cool. If I'm meeting someone for the first time, Peter, I'm gonna check and see what color eye he has. Okay? It's going to make him feel something. I'm looking deep enough into his eyes that I can tell what color his eyes are. We're lovers. But I'm not gonna stand there and just
Do
go,
that again.
no, I'm gonna quickly look at his eyes, see he has beautiful blue eyes, and walk away. And he's gonna feel that. He's gonna feel that I connected with him at a gut level, eye level, and we're gonna have a good rapport right off the bat. Okay, number 2, power of the palms, number 2, okay? We do this all the time. And what I really wanted to do was take a minute and have you guys go out and like take a 30-second video of yourself, but I'm not gonna do that. But I want you guys, I know, like everybody get up. I want you guys to be a little bit more aware of the way your palm placements are, okay? So there's 2 ways that you can do it. Palms up, palms down. And with the palms down comes the finger point. Okay?
The finger point?
The finger point. So have you ever talked to someone and you're just like, I feel like they're like a know-it-all, like telling me what they're, telling me everything. Have you ever had that? Or have you ever just met someone and like, wow, I really like them. They seem really trustworthy. Like, this is really neat. This probably has to do with their palm, the placement of the palms. So since we are in the mortgage industry, I'm going to do an example that has to do with a little sales technique. Okay, so I want you guys to notice the difference between A and B. I'm going to say the same line. Try and keep the tone of my voice the same, but I'm going to change the placement of my hands. Okay? So the first one is the palm up technique. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I think you should go with the FHA loan program. How'd that feel?
Good.
Oh, yeah, good. Trustworthy, confident.
That's you.
That's me. I'm always that. Mr. and Mr. Buyer, I think you should go with the FHA loan program. Do you notice something?
Authoritative.
Authoritative, demanding, telling them what to do. The person across the table is probably going to get this feeling inside. I don't like that. You know, especially in sales.
Maybe do start like this and then
Palms always need to
close
go
like
up.
this.
See,
Palms
I
need to go
got
up.
like a different perspective. The first one, it kind of seemed like this was like, oh, maybe you should do this, but then the other one was like more like confident in your advice to them.
Kinda
Right.
got that too.
Second one,
That's
I
how
felt.
I perceived it.
And maybe you
Not to throw a wrench in your
but
skin.
you got to remember when you're selling something, you have to give the other person that
I
control.
felt more
Right.
But
like you were
sometimes
like
some people
domineering.
need to be. They want you like tell
Maybe.
me what I need to do.
Maybe you'll be able to understand that through the handshake.
Yeah. Start like this.
I thought, I was like, don't tell me what to do.
Exactly. Like if I get my finger out, I'm now telling you.
This is more like we're in it together. This is like.
Yeah. This is like
So
I
you
am
gotta
very
know. You
trusting.
gotta know who you're talking
Right.
to.
You
We
gotta
worked together
know.
a couple
But
minutes
these are
ago.
definitely
Now I'm
techniques.
telling you,
Now-
you gotta get down to this.
Okay?
Close it off.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's good. That's good.
So think about it. I mean, think about when
Yeah.
a dog. Telling dog not to do. Baby, do not touch that socket. You get out the finger point. Okay? Another really good example of this is Hitler. Adolf Hitler.
Woohoo. Worked for him.
All hail
Fucking
Hitler.
hail Hitler, brother.
The dominance,
For
the
the
palm
days,
down.
You-
Do you think if Hitler went up there and was like,
did
all
that.
hail Hitler, we'd be like, oh, fucking Hitler? We wouldn't. It's dominance that you're creating over someone with a palm down placement. Okay? So notice the way you talk to people when you're in a social setting. Are you the type of person that's like going like this all the time? Are you? Because you're probably.
like T-Rex hands.
Yeah, we know you do that. But some people do talk like this. And then, you know,
Right.
we went to the movies, and we did this, and then I really want you to do that. And then maybe we should go get coffee.
Yeah.
You get this feeling with them, okay? You're demanding. You're becoming too demanding. You're coming to know it all, okay? But also, this is another good example for the palm up placement. You're in court. You're sworn into secrecy. Left hand goes on the Bible. Right hand goes up. I solemnly swear I'm being truthful. Same thing when you show no weapons. I have no weapons on me. What do? We put our palms up.
Hands up. Don't shoot.
Hands up,
Hands
don't
up.
shoot.
Not sure.
That was
Okay.
sure showing to be false, but whatever.
I don't have
So
all
it'd be
the
false.
answers.
Well, that's and
But when
the,
I do want to take when we're gonna take a picture where you're just like a nice guy, I'll do that.
right.
What do you want?
So obviously waving
It's like all of your
is very-
pictures.
That's what I'm saying.
friendly.
Hands out.
Your wave. You're
No,
saying,
no,
hey,
this.
This
I'm
is very
open.
Oh,
friendly.
Chris-
hey, how you doing?
Now this.
Come on in. Hey, how you doing? So I encourage you guys to go home, sit down, videotape yourself, 30 seconds, say who I am. See what you're doing with your
Stop
hands.
pointing on her.
Real estate
pictures.
show.
Stop pointing.
Real estate.
We're telling them
You
it's
need
all
to
bad.
watch this episode.
You need to watch this.
Is that what it's saying?
What's that
That's what
ad?
your finger point
What's
is
that
saying,
ad?
This
apparently.
point's different. This point is
That's
like,
fine.
I love you.
That's the uncle.
You're the
Sam
man.
wants you.
Fuck yeah. It's like
Oh yeah,
live
the Uncle
dream.
Sam. We want you.
Exactly.
We want you.
Exactly where it came from.
Okay. So those are two. Remember, I said at the very beginning, your palm and your brain are more connected than any other body part. So be very aware of what you're doing with your palms at all times. Very important. Okay. Okay. So that's number 2. Hope you guys like that one.
I have a question. It's kind of back to the handshaking thing.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people that you guys bring down here, like when it's a guy, like they squeeze my hand so
They're
hard.
2 times as strong as you are.
Oh, so are
Their
they
partners.
doing that on purpose?
No,
or is it
because
just like
God
them
built
not-
men to be able to cut, to chop, to work. That's why men were put on the planet. That's why they have stronger hands.
Like,
Yeah,
you
get out
know,
here, drop
that
one.
they're like-
So boys, go out there, please.
Yeah, I can split
I
In
mean,
case you were
sometimes
wondering.
it's like,
In case you were wondering why we were
God
here.
built me to
My hand's like a
fly.
logger.
So yes. So I think a lot of times men don't know their power over the women. That's why women, you're going in a situation where you're meeting a guy, go in a little stronger. Because they're going to go in stronger, not even knowing this. I'm teaching this, guys.
then if I like meet a guy who has too soft of a handshake, maybe he's doing that for me, and then I
Ew.
judge him too, and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, they
Oh,
man.
What was stay out of Courtney's off? What was?
But here, you guys, here's the funny thing is,
Listen, some were meant to be farmers and some were meant to be ice pickers, you know what I'm saying?
Courtney, how about if we just say, just wave with Courtney?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Just say, pardon me if I don't shake hands.
I'm just saying, like,
Well-
Courtney's gonna be mad at us for like 6 days, not say a word, and all because we had our palms down.
I know. She is.
I'm gonna recognize.
So
you.
everybody better be aware now. Everyone's gonna be like, we're gonna have to have our hands in our pockets all the
I'm gonna
time.
need to put your palms up. before we start chatting.
But you guys, you know what's also really something I wanted to bring up too is
Hey, Cameron. Can we talk about this?
I need to
I'm sorry, can I have the floor, please?
Yes, you may. Sorry, yes.
Wow, so
Don't mind.
we're interacting.
No, this is what I wanted. I'm glad you guys are all. I was joking. Okay, something really cool too. How do you kind of detect a liar with their palms?
Here we go.
Sweaty?
Woo!
Sweaty palms.
I don't know.
Are they sweaty? Anyone know?
Clammy?
How do you
Hairy?
suspect a liar?
A liar. How does a liar and a palm have something to do with each other?
Shaking a lot. Yeah.
Shaky, sweaty. You're all wrong. Okay, this is what I'm gonna teach you.
They show them.
And this is really cool too, because if you're in a situation where you're trying to read someone, if they're being trustworthy or they're
No,
being truthful
I didn't
to
do
you,
that. It's be like that. It's a lie.
Sit down.
Can she have the floor?
Sorry. You had
No.
to get into it. You had to
Yeah,
do that.
well, there's a couple things that go into play with lying, but this may be a telltale sign. What does a kid do? Hey, did you eat that candy? No, I didn't eat any of that candy.
Oh, well, that's obvious. See, that's how you fake it if you wanted to fake a lie.
Or you're talking to your spouse. Did you cheat on me? I didn't cheat on you.
Oh, come on. Who would
So you
do
hide your palms.
I didn't cheat on you.
that? No, you don't hide your palms. That's an obvious. You're lying.
But here's the thing. You
What?
know.
Whoa.
Whoa, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? What was you and how I know you're lying is the placement of his mouth.
Whoa.
He's lying because
I never cheated on my wife.
I know. He's lying because his mouth went up a little bit as he did this. You motherfucking are lying. There's a lot of ways you can tell someone's lying. I mean, I could go on for days.
I wish they had
These
this.
little
gonna say it back
lies.
down.
This
Bill,
relationship's not gonna work.
all right, sit down. Very cute. So if you're talking to someone, if you want to see if they're being trustworthy, hey, I really want to do business with you. What do you think about doing business with me? Well, I'd be really glad to do business with you. I think we'll be a great partnership. Where are my palms?
So they're hiding the palms.
They're hiding their palms
or their
innately
hands. They're lying.
because this shows trustworthy. When we are feeling a little defensive, we're gonna hide those. Okay?
Is that just like a reflex thing? Like
Yeah, it's just how your
so like,
body
not everyone
flows.
knows that's what that
Here-
means. So I'm
It's,
No, they
it's
don't.
gotta be like
They're not
open
gonna have
and
it?
closed. Like open, you're
Yeah.
open and friendly, and you're
closed
closed.
off.
If you really don't want somebody's business, put your hands in your
Yeah.
pockets.
Oh, I think I would love to do business with you. I would love to do business with you. Yeah, let's do business.
So what would you say? I'd love.
I would. You know what? I would really love to do business. I would love to set up another meeting. This was really good. I'm glad we met.
So this is like getting people to talk to their hands.
We'll do some
Their
business.
body.
Open.
Reading.
Open. We'll do.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
do-
work with you.
We'll work with it. Yeah, we'll work with it.
The first time I met you, I knew we were gonna work together.
So think about the palms, okay, a little bit. And again, I'm not saying that if someone hides their palms and they're really telling the truth. Like there's a lot else that goes into body language and what you can read, okay? But
Another bit, yeah.
Eye contact. They won't do eye contact when they're lying.
that's a thing, and that's actually a false myth.
Really?
A lot of people are like, if you look up to the right, they're lying. If they look up to the right, they're lying. That's false.
Your axis.
Agreed.
If they look in my eyes, they don't look in my eyes, they're lying. Well, that's false too. Okay? You gotta know, some people aren't comfortable looking in someone's eyes. That's just who they are. Okay? You have to know that person a little bit more before you can just say that. So there is a lot of myths. Also, staring into your eye, I swear I did not do that.
Hear
Oh,
that?
I gotta look away.
Exactly.
I don't like eye
That's
contact.
creepy. That's creepy if I go, I swear. Too long of an eye contact, they're fucking lying. So that is a myth. So don't read too much into that whole eye contact lying type thing. Look more at their body. What is their body doing? Are they opening their body? Are they showing trust? Are they hiding? Are they concealing? We'll tell a liar if someone's not trustworthy. Okay? Cool. All right, the last. Oh, I have 2 more things to teach you. It's kind of taking a long time. Sorry, guys.
I just got in trouble.
Bobby has a
What is
lot of
it?
work to do.
Oh,
I just got in trouble.
oh god. Oh god.
Okay, we are going. I'm going to teach you guys about the left side, right side.
Yeah.
Left side.
Right
Strong
side.
side. Left side.
Back side.
Strong side. Okay. Back side.
Wrong movie.
Save my friends too.
Tamara?
What? Nothing.
Popcorn?
Teach me how to lie.
Popcorn. Okay.
Right, which way am I supposed to?
Did you guys
Either way, I'm not
know?
telling the truth.
Did you guys know that everybody has a good and bad side?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad one.
This is my bad side. Have you ever heard like a girl, I can't, like that's my bad side, and they kind of switch over to their red side?
Oh, I thought you meant like internally.
No,
Like,
you do. No, not physically. I'm not talking to you physically.
Jacob, Marty.
There is all the side
It's like, oh.
that we feel more comfortable on.
Yes.
There's a side. And there is a side that we have that we feel less confident. Maybe annoyed. Maybe bored. Someone's position. So I'm going to teach you guys all to find your right side, left side. Okay?
All right.
Everyone close your eyes. Close them, close them, close, 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 close them. Okay, imagine here comes the bus. It pulls up. You're walking up the bus. The bus is empty. No one's on it. Are you going to sit on the right side window, or are you going to sit on the left side window?
Right.
Which for the bus is left.
Yeah.
Okay, look at me.
Depends
And
which
I
way
will,
the bus is.
I will tell you. Okay, everyone open their eyes.
Yeah.
Here comes the
I don't know where
bus.
the bus came from.
Here's the bus.
Okay.
Here's the bus. Walking up the stairs.
Yep.
I turn around.
Okay.
All right, let's do
Am
it.
I going to sit on the right side?
Okay.
There's a
You're
driver.
right and you're
Yeah.
left.
All right.
Or I'm going to sit on the
Yeah,
left?
you're right.
Just pick a side and I'll tell you what side you are. Just
Wait.
pick a side.
Is
Everyone.
this your seating?
Is it a short bus?
No, so you're facing the back of the bus?
No, I'm facing the back of the bus. I just walked on it. I'm choosing my seat.
Bobby, which one are you gonna go help? You know what I'm saying?
I always sit on the right side facing the driver though. Right
Awesome.
side.
So
then you
that's
guys
awesome.
So you're really the left.
left.
See,
Yeah.
I sit on the left side
So
of the
your
bus,
right
but when I go to
side.
church, I
Okay.
sit in the
Okay,
right
let's
side of
use
the church.
Bobby as an example. We all seem a little confused. Bobby said that he likes to come on.
Right.
Here I am. I'm on the bus. I'm
Where
Poppy.
you sitting?
I'm comfortable, so I'm going to go sit on this side.
Yeah.
My left side is against the window, and my right side is open up to the world.
Yeah, I get
Any
it.
other person that could sit on the bus. I'm feeling more comfortable with people being on my right side. If you're having a tough time thinking or coming up with what side you are, I'm going to put you in 2 different scenarios, same bus situation. Bus is coming the same way, you're getting on the bus, you're looking the same exact way. Okay? There's going to be a really, 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 really creepy person that's going to walk on the bus next. Okay. What side do you want to choose? What side do you want them on?
Away from me.
Exactly. What side?
What side would
Ah,
that be?
just
What
no,
side are
what
you going to
side
choose?
is that?
You have to choose a
That
window
side.
seat. Creepy ass guy.
I want them on the door side,
Okay,
Oh.
and then I'll go ahead and sit behind them on the other side.
your left side. So, other way. Okay, all your friends are on the bus. You want to like really command the show. All your friends are there.
Oh, you probably
What seat are you going to pick?
back.
Right side, left side. Yeah, a window seat. You could be in the back. Cool. That's awesome. Right side, left side. I want to command the show. I want to stand up on my seat this whole entire time and say, I'm awesome.
Right side.
Right side. Okay. So now you're feeling, now you can kind of pick which side you're on.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh my goodness.
You need to like, everyone need to close your eyes. It's
Right,
hard.
You're correct.
I know.
By the way, I was joking about the creepy guy. I totally let him sit next to me
Oh,
in
yeah.
case this goes on YouTube.
Have you guys ever been?
Just so you
Someone
know.
offend them.
Have you guys ever been at
I
a
pictured
table
you.
where you're like, let's say you're me and Mosey, we're meeting this new realtor, okay? And we're sitting at a table, and I feel left out. Like no one's talking to me. Is it me? Am I the issue? Am I not like? It has to be me. It's my breath, right? Maybe I'm just positioned on this guy's wrong side. Maybe if he's sitting here, he's a left side person. So he feels more comfortable talking to this side, so he's going to talk to Mosey. The first thing that I think about is this guy doesn't like me. There's no connection. This is stupid. Why am I even here? So we just chop that guy off. Maybe you're just on his bad side, okay?
It's on your bad side.
Maybe he's, and that's what you guys, and that's a good point that you need to learn
Where's-
is how to tell which sides people's good side and bad side. If you can become confident
Do the-
enough.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, do the example you did to me, because that one was awesome.
Oh, I know. Okay. So, you know.
Don't do it to me though. Do it to somebody else.
Okay. Someone else. Who wants to?
Somebody who hasn't done
Jacob
it.
Gould.
Jacob.
Welcome. I know what side I'm on, so let's see if we get it right. No
Stay right here.
pressure.
Stay right here. I'm going to ask you a question from both sides. I want you just to respond the way it feels naturally coming out.
Okay. Am I supposed to look straight or look at
Jacob, give me my money.
What?
Jacob, give me my money.
What man?
Keep asking.
What side was odd to you? What felt odd?
Well, I didn't think I owed you money, so both sides.
But probably that first one.
What do you
Which one
guys
did
think?
you feel more uncomfortable with somebody approaching you, yelling at you?
No, he's a right side.
She.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, see, okay.
His
So
when
now it's
I
coming up?
asked him this time, even though he knew the question was coming, what was coming, his lips trembled. Your lips trembled.
Weird.
That was scary.
Why did his lips tremble? He's
It was
uncomfortable.
weird.
He's uncomfortable. He knew the question was coming, and his lips went.
It was
Talk
weird.
About money. I don't like to talk about money.
Well,
He's going to sit down.
You
she asked me
Wow.
on two different sides and kept asking me on the same side. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He goes, what do you? This is when I did with Chris. He did really good. He goes, I said, give me my money. And the first time he goes, what money? And then when I went on the other side, he goes, fuck no. I'm like, that's your side. You're more strong. You're more confident. A way you can tell someone's side too, there's two ways. The easy way, if you know you're going to meet someone for the first time, go on their Facebook. See where they position
Where they
themselves
stand
in
on
their
their
pictures.
pictures.
Where are they constantly standing in their pictures? It's going to tell you.
Just, like
I don't
literally
understand that.
just like a physical thing.
That
'Cause I know
might-
girls
may
are
not
always
be
like,
right,
oh,
though.
that's my bad side. Or is it just
Yeah.
like a mental
It's
thing?
a mental thing. It is
That's
totally
their
mental.
side.
You know, they used to think back in interrogations room, they used to think if you always go to someone's right side, you're going to get the truth out of them. And that's the way they've done it for years and years and years and years. The truth of the fact of the matter is, not everybody has the same side. It is not just a right side. You have to learn the cues of what side is their good and bad side. So if you're talking to someone and they're kind of going, you're probably sitting on the wrong side. We tend to do that a lot when people are positioned on our bad side.
Is it possible to sit on a certain side and then also at the same time feel more comfortable when conversation's happening?
Yes.
To have people on the other side. For instance, when I'm sitting on the bus looking at the driver, I actually like to sit on the right side. But if I'm in a meeting, so that means if I'm on the bus on the right side, it means people are over here.
Yeah.
So it means you think I would prefer people on my left side.
No.
When I'm in a meeting, I like people on my right
No.
side.
See, that's what I'm saying. When you're not talking to someone,
Right.
you're not talking. There's people that are cool, but you don't have to talk to anybody.
Mhm.
You're
Right.
putting them on your left side. I'm not talking to them.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Right.
You can be on my left side, cool.
Yeah.
If I have to interact with someone and I have to
Okay.
present and I have to talk, I like them on my right side.
I
Makes me
gotcha.
feel better. I'm a right side person.
Okay.
I gotta add something that's so relevant that I learned.
Yeah.
There was this big study about religion, or about the right and left brain, and they would ask, "What religion are you?" And verbally ask that, "What religion are you?" And they would give an answer, but that same person would give a different answer if it was a written question. What religion are you? Okay. And I realized that that's absolutely true, because if someone asked me what religion I was, I would say, I really wouldn't say a religion, right? But if they asked me on my doctor sheet, religion, I'd put Catholic. See that different?
Big time.
That's what's going on with talking, not talking.
So what's the rhyme or reason behind that then?
Well, that you have a right and a left, like personality,
Oh, okay.
basically.
That's where we go.
And
You're acting different.
I mean, that's the same question,
You know,
Right.
it's
just
it-
answered in a different form, with different answers.
Right.
So that's fucked up.
It's a different reflex now, too.
I have a
If you wanna
question
spit
about
on
like
it,
the
you
whole
have
side
somebody
thing.
else. It's a
Could you
thinking
like just
right?
because of habit, like if you're in a job where you're always sitting on one side, could your side change because you're just used
No.
to that? Like if you're
Well,
sitting at
no.
a desk and people were always on your left side and you're meeting
But-
with them daily,
Oh, we
would
gotta
that
switch
change?
your desk around.
Listen, you
Maybe-
could not be aware of it.
That's
and
what
you
I'm
just
saying.
never get the job.
Or you
Like,
could be
people live
performing
their whole
pretty
lives on the
shit.
bad side, like,
Here's
I
a
don't
really
know.
cool
I think that's a
example.
great question, I think.
Here's a really cool example.
It's like my computers are to my left side, like, and I like it that way. But if my computers were to my right side, would I be able to function the same way?
No.
Let's test it out.
No, and the answer is no.
Is that just because
Here-
of habit? Because I'm
You
used
you
to
are
the
placed
left
in this
side?
environment, so you think this is the way you need to be. What if you have the opportunity to rearrange furniture, or rearrange things to better suit you? Would you perform better? Would you be happier? Would
Absolutely.
you make better friends?
Absolutely. No.
Maybe.
We're saying.
You
furniture-
would.
Furniture, yeah.
Guys, let me give you a really good example, and it's really important. If you guys have a wife, a husband, a significant other, know their side right now, okay? Go home, do this with them. And then, which side do you sleep on?
Got nobody at home.
So if I'm a right side,
Okay.
and I've been sleeping for years on my husband's left side, I'm probably turning away from him. I'm probably not connecting with him at night. I'm probably not having a really intimate relationship, quite honestly.
Interesting.
Notice what side you are.
Finish.
Guess what? Husband, I love you, but I think I want to switch to the other side of the bed. Switch to the other side of the bed. I like this side. Now he's there. Now I want to snuggle into him, and then intimacy comes.
I'm gonna say my household.
So maybe you're sleeping on the wrong damn side of the bed. So yes, we do get in this rut because we
Hey,
don't
how you
know.
want to switch sides of the bed
Yeah.
or something?
Hey,
I
wanna switch
mean,
sides?
you've been real cold for a couple years.
Yeah.
This sounds like the advanced class.
So I guess
No, let's try it. Let's break off into pairs.
yeah. Let's all try this.
I'm a team captain.
It's extremely interesting because
With Bobby.
we go through our lives. We go through our lives just kind of going like we're sitting where we need to sit. This is my desk. I'm sleeping where I'm sleeping because this is where my husband wants to
Right,
sleep. And we're not
unchanged.
really thinking about how we could be if we placed ourselves when we felt more confident and dominant and what our world could possibly be.
So
Okay.
perhaps try it.
Perhaps try it.
I'm moving my desk today.
Perhaps try it. Maybe like everyone switches. I mean, cool. If that's what you need to do it. So I really, really like the left side, right side technique. Okay, it's really cool. And then when you get good at it, and you can become confident no matter what side you're on, you'll start learning people's sides. Okay. And there's a cool trick where you can kind of learn people's sides. And so maybe if I want to land a big deal, and I know Mosey loves me on my left, I'm going to be like, Mosey, let's work together. I love it. Like, this is awesome. This is amazing. And position myself to be on her left side. Okay.
With palms open.
With my palms open. Like this. Love it. Open. Confident. Confident. Okay?
So, from you being with us, like for however long you've been on our team,
Mhm.
and you knowing all this, do you know each of our sides? Can you tell?
I haven't really done that, but I can tell all of your body languages.
Oh, give examples.
Please, tell us.
I'm not going to point at anything out, but this next slide, this next kind of thing that we go over
Speaks
might.
for itself. You could probably figure it out.
Because I know you make comments like that all the time, like how you know stuff, and
Yeah.
I thought it was just that you see like a psychic.
But here's
She
she
told me
thought
you were
she thought I was psychic.
That actually is because she's
No, no.
psychic,
She
but-
thought I was a bullshitter?
No, you told me like I'm a no listener.
Yeah,
you always
you are
tell
no-
me that you're really good at reading people,
Yeah.
and, like figuring stuff out.
This isn't a secret. Learn it. Fuck, I'll give you guys this book. Learn the body language. Why are we so worried
Yeah.
about the mind and words and the way we look, the way we dress? We're not worried about body language. You guys just not learned so much. This is all going to come in full circle. Okay, so I have a last slide.
Your palms down.
No shit.
Last slide, guys.
Your hands
in your pocket.
You're just sitting on the wrong side.
I know, Bobby.
You're sitting on Tamara's wrong side.
And when we're done, we're gonna watch this, a little bit more of this at the very end. We're gonna point out what they're doing with their bodies, okay? So the next couple things that I wanna talk about is the belly button rule,
Belly button rule?
the belly button rule, and the naughty bits rule.
Whoa.
Woo!
I love this part of the class.
Why
did we
Get out of here!
That's the part I get an A.
People's position of their belly button towards you says a lot. Towards you.
You can't really.
I was gonna say it's.
Okay, can I have 2 people stand up? I need 2 people.
I'm not
Anybody?
showing my
Stand up.
belly
Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
We're gonna see your belly button.
Pete, come on.
I am standing.
Okay. Mosey, come stand right here.
Joe, no need to laugh again, bud.
Right here. Pete, come stand right here. Okay.
Are those real tears, Joe?
So I'm gonna set an example real quick. Notice my body language. Yeah, that was really fun last night. I'm really glad
Sorry
that
about you, Melly.
we did that.
Cutting her out of the circle.
Me too. I know. Pete, how do you feel right now?
Left out.
Exactly.
Aww.
He feels left out.
Put your belly button towards
Really?
He does. Why?
He's gotta turn his belly
question.
button.
He's just
I'm
happy to be in
actually,
the picture.
you guys, I'm actually positioning my body right now, my belly button. Look at their belly button, really into Pete.
Right, totally.
But I'm being an asshole, and I'm like, Mosey, hey, that's so cool. Maybe
Oh,
I'm like
mixed messages.
giving
Hopefully
Pete
it's
the
a quick
cold
conversation.
shoulder.
There's
And-
any, like,
Pete
hopefully I can say
Mosey,
one word and Mosey will go
Mosey,
away.
yeah, Mosey.
I'm
looks
thinking
like
of the
she should probably
chance.
leave.
But did you hear what Pete said? He said, I feel left out right now.
Ah,
I feel left out.
couldn't pick up on that.
Okay, so a lot of times
Chuck
in
from
life, we
childhood
need to
or
be able to
something.
pick up on cues. How can we pick up on people's cues?
Maybe
Pete
not
feels
the
really
right
left
way.
out. I could have gone home with Pete
You
tonight.
think Pete doesn't know what's going on?
Exactly. But Pete
Playing
feels left
everybody.
out.
He'll still go home.
Now if he knows the position of my
Just
belly
waiting.
button and he looks at that cue, he's probably gonna be like, that bitch is really into me.
Get your
Even though I'm talking to Mosey.
Hmm.
Okay? So when you're
Gotcha.
meeting, okay, you guys sit
Oh,
down there.
And always remember, the belly button is also the same face of the body as other body parts.
If the belly button's pointed to you,
Yes.
Belly button.
that's like
That's
creeps
also
her-
our
creeps
connection.
her.
Belly button. No. If
Like-
someone's body, if you can't tell someone likes you, or if you're having a really good conversation, or if we're like really hitting it off, or meeting mom for the first time, boyfriend's mom for the first time, notice where their belly button is most of the night. Are they pointed towards you? Is it? Am I pointed towards you a lot, or am I not? Am I constantly turning away?
Okay.
Because if that means that help, run. My belly button is not pointed to someone. My belly button is pointed to someone. It means I'm into it. Even though my head may not be. I may be talking, or I may be sitting at a table. Let's give me a chair. Get up. Okay. Have you ever been at a table and someone is literally like this? Okay? This is a circle. I'm talking to Pete. Maybe Chris feels left out. Like, yeah, he's really cool.
Oh, so you're gonna twist back.
But it really means I'm coming back to you.
Yeah, but a lot of times our brain, he feels left out. Our brains cannot.
Your ways of
Understand
talking
that.
to Chris, right?
But I really am so
I
interested
think I'm
in
belly
Chris.
button like conscious.
Yeah, well, that was pretty obvious, wasn't it?
Just in general, as I reflect back.
100%.
Likewise, with your belly button comes the naughty bits. The way we position our naughty bits. It's also really important in noticing what people like.
Or reposition.
So start doing that. Start noticing the way people face. That's why when if you are meeting someone for the first time, show them respect. Don't just say, hey, how you doing? Turn yourself to that. How you doing? Don't do one of these, oh, hey, and keep walking. Make sure that if you're showing someone respect, you show them your belly button. I'll call you, hey, call me. Turn and say, hey, it was good meeting you. Show them that.
Stick your finger in it.
Even if I see your belly button, oh, try it if I see your belly button.
Do you mind if I see your belly button?
Where it's facing
Before
out.
you do this,
Got one of those weird ones.
You a center one or a side one?
Amanda have the floor.
I know, this is going really long. Sorry, guys, I know we all have to work. Okay, last thing.
Dan actually still has his umbilical cord. It's about this
And I
long.
think your belly button's in a different place too.
That was racist.
Okay, naughty bits. Naughty bits is also going to tell you a lot. The way your lower extremities are pointed are also going to tell you a lot. It's kind of the same rule of belly button. Concealing your naughty bits can also give off a different vibe, okay? Closed off vibe. Have you ever seen someone standing there like this?
I have not.
I feel like guys do this a lot.
Yeah, wiffle ball.
They do.
One wiffle ball and you'll do it the rest of your life.
You know, if I'm walking up to someone, you look like a dick. Dude, you're closed off. You're real tight. I don't really want to approach you. What if you did this? Opened up your body, opened up your naughty bits. Do I look more approachable?
Don't answer that. Don't.
No.
Oh,
hey, Pete. I've never looked at you like
I
that.
always get in trouble for this during family pictures.
Yeah, I know.
Always.
Open it
Balls
up!
are always out.
Yes, Jacob.
See? I'm probably gonna go approach Jacob.
Are you really? I'm gonna be like,
Oh, that's different. That's different. That's Amanda. Yeah, that's very true. Nice.
You guys, people can go
That was
really,
for you.
you can go really wrong with your naughty bits though,
I have my
okay?
belly board.
Also,
Hands in the pocket, that's cool.
if you're going into an interview or you're
But what if I was like this?
that's not good.
Does this look
Yeah,
cool?
we talked about
Yes.
this.
Not at
No.
all.
Yes, it does.
No,
The
especially
middle-
not when guys do.
I hate it.
What if you're
I
trying-
hate
you
it.
did a kind of walk around
I
like
hate
black
it.
like that last night.
Oh.
Yeah, big butt.
Oh shit, walking around. So you're gonna get an off feeling about someone when they do that. The way they're showing their naughty bits is awful.
We can't put this on labs.
No, we're not putting this online,
Yes,
guys.
we are.
Yeah, around the whole life.
So that's belly button roll. The last thing that I want to talk about is the body position that you need to put yourself in to show the most confidence, to show the most trustworthy, to show the most openness, the most connection, so you can create rapport with people. So just like in this video that I showed you in the beginning, the haka, what were they doing? They were making their bodies big. They were, beating on their chest. They were open to the world. They are showing confidence.
All in.
All in. The All Blacks rugby team in New Zealand does the haka dance before every game. Huge crowd. Everyone's around them, okay? 10 men get up and look like this. Stupid. Look stupid, right? You know what they're doing? They're showing dominance, confidence, passion, scaring the fuck out of the person or all in their body language, okay?
Old Warson, we can get up and do it.
Yeah. So now then we're gonna have a Pinnacle haka dance.
Fuck, I will definitely.
That would be awesome.
Give her a function of.
No.
So when we are in positions where we cross our arms a lot, we conceal our naughty bits or naughty bits, or we're just touching our neck.
I was just doing all of those.
I know. You don't want to be seen. You want to hide. You want to just
Yeah, it's large.
no. You're not. Tamara, do you know what people are saying? Closed off. I don't want to approach you. I don't want to talk. And
That's right.
it is.
It'll work.
It is.
Right. She's like, she doesn't want to
Because watch. If I'm walking around the corner,
Is it me every day?
No.
I'm literally.
It's because it's cold in here.
Hey,
I'm
what
so
happened
cold.
yesterday when you were
Well-
like, good morning, and you didn't say anything?
She didn't say anything. She
Amanda's
wrapped
like,
on up.
Okay, she doesn't want to talk.
I said, hi, Tamara. She wrapped on up and was like,
Cocoon.
When you were in my office, yes,
Exactly.
She
We
came
all
to me
were.
and she's like, okay, she doesn't want to talk.
what if I came into a meeting like this? Or like, do you think people want to approach me? Okay, let's not be a
We
Tamara.
had a whole conversation.
What if I walk around the corner?
Full of it.
Hey, everybody! Hi, I'm so glad to be here. I'm confident. I'm strong. I'm going out. My chest is up.
I'm confident.
So what about
Strong. Come
never
talk to
gonna
me.
be-
Come talk to me.
I
That's
have
what
a
I'm saying. And maybe you don't want to be talked to, which Tamara, she don't want to be talked to right now.
No, I do. I just.
I know.
Just not right now.
Just not right now.
By you.
So notice your body language because you probably won't
Not
be
while
talked
I'm
to.
this fat. I have a question.
Not to you.
Yes.
So if I'm gonna go, let's say it's a
Maybe.
mingle, like networking.
Yeah.
Should I unbutton my jacket, like my suit jacket? Should it be open or should it be buttoned proper?
It doesn't-
I mean, is that
It has nothing to do with
no? That's
if
not.
I
how it-
unbuttoned my shirt and went like this.
No,
Whoa.
but a suit jacket.
Suit jacket, if I start going like this,
Do they?
I guess you know, unless,
I'm going to start wondering.
what you want to do, because yeah, people are like,
Is that more like?
what you
I'm
want
not hold it.
No,
open and
what
say
you want to do,
unbutton.
you want
Mimic
to
me.
take up space, confidence. You know, you want to be.
Where's the big baby outfit then?
Yeah, the big old baby taking up a lot of
That's
space.
a confident outfit.
That's a confident outfit.
Rock that
so
Christmas party.
comfy.
So you want to be able
But it
to
doesn't
take
matter.
up space. You know, you want to show confidence. You want to. Pete, this is a good example of something that you need to be aware of. You're all doing it.
Right. I know that one, but I still do it.
I know. This can be taken two ways, in a study, two ways. He's a dick. He's arrogant.
Bored.
He doesn't want to
That's
talk.
Pete.
Yep, he's bored, he's unamused. Like,
He thinks he's so cool.
I think he looks like a model.
Some people can take it off as confidence, but if Pete relaxes his
I
leg,
take it as like, oh,
Opens
how long
up.
is this gonna be?
Go.
opens up a little bit,
Slouchy.
he's gonna have a different approach. Okay.
This
I don't like the open leg.
this isn't a great look,
I don't
Yeah.
either.
Bobby.
Well,
It's not. It says.
Bobby's look?
Yeah, I don't like that. It's too open. I like Jacob's with just the feet crossed.
Yes.
I
Yep.
feel like he looks very comfortable
He's-
and relaxed.
He's pretty open,
But
just
the
relax.
open, like floppy. It's like,
I
can't write
cross
the
my
bar,
legs all the
man.
time.
What's
like
wrong
this.
with
saying.
what's wrong
Way.
with this look?
But I can't. I just
I don't
have
know.
vasectomy.
Here's the thing. Here's also another
Hands up.
trick. Another
He
trick
used to say
too.
that. That's a medical reason
He
for that
literally
right now.
It's a medical reason.
For medical reasons. But what do you think about? I always cross my legs.
Here's the thing, and what we also need to pay attention to. If you are creating rapport with someone, having a good conversation, we often tend to mirror the same thing that they're doing. Okay? So if I'm talking to Mosey, we're having a great conversation, I probably will cross my legs. If she leans forward a little bit, I probably will lean forward a little bit. And that's how you can tell someone's into you. Are they matching, they mirroring the things that I'm doing? Okay? So just because you have your legs crossed does not mean that you're an arrogant asshole dick. That's not what I'm saying.
Just looking right at you.
However, in this,
That's all true.
since I know you guys,
I know you guys.
it doesn't.
All right, this talk's getting way long. But so I hope you guys learned a little bit about body language, and I hope, because I could go on and on and on and on and on and on. But I hope that now we can become a little bit more aware of how we move our bodies, not only just the words that come out of our mind or the mindset that we have or the way we look or what we're wearing, but the way that we control our bodies. Because people's perception of you are going to be through your body movement, not the words that come out of your mouth.
What's the percentage of?
I think it's like 90%
Okay, we'll go with that.
in the first 4 minutes.
Is body.
Is body language.
So when you meet
Nonverbal
someone, do you like
communication.
Nonverbal
pick up on
communication.
cues
I
and
have a
style
different
they're
view.
be? 'Cause I will never
Yeah.
forget when
I wanna see
Pete
what
brought
they're
you in
doing.
here for the first time. I went to shake your hand and you hugged me, and I was like, "What?"
I know.
And like, did you
She
know
built you up
that
for
I'd
like
be
3
okay
years.
with hugging you?
No.
Or I just didn't know if you like could just sense that and were like, "Oh no, she's a hugger. I'm not gonna shake her hand." Or I was just
She
wondering
knew
since
she-
you know this.
I don't know. Maybe you
Probably
did.
could sense that you were. a
I probably
feminist,
could.
That you love women and you hate men.
No, I don't know
think
why I
men
did that.
see you.
I mean, she could probably
I
sense
mean, this
that.
particular
Like
instance.
I would know not to.
And if it says today is a good
Yeah.
day for a good day, then probably a hugger.
Right.
I would.
Depending on the person.
I would not recommend any guy hugging. Courtney.
Did you hug me?
No.
Patting.
Well, I had
Patting
both
from-
Fuck,
from distance.
no.
Now you hug me?
Just like,
I hug you, girl. Hey, Tamara.
So about hugs, do you do the pat, the no pat? What's the,
Oh,
what's the,
God.
What's the rule on this?
If I see a pat,
I'm just saying.
Five
We're out.
pats.
What's
Five
the
pats
rule?
keep-
You know, I actually
It's
have not
professional.
studied much about hugs, so I don't know.
Okay.
she skips hugs usually.
I usually kind of we gonna watch.
Right
But
in the-
that's
That crotch.
No, you can't
just,
shake the leg.
just
Naughty
those
bits.
them naughty bits.
Uh-huh.
Naughty bits.
Go right over the
It's just
All right, so that's it, guys.
Really
Thanks-
good.
thanks
Very good.
for- Hope you learned something.